And welcome back to part 2 of Let's Play Mega Man and Bass. We're going to jump right in, and we're going to take on Ground Man, aka KGN-003. Ground Man is a robot created to excavate ruins. His weapon, the spread drill, can drill hard objects. Good point. Deep thinking. A bad point. Inhospitable. Alright? He likes rare things. Of course he does, because he excavates ruins. And dislikes coarse things. He has a giant drill. Why would he care? I mean, I guess it will fuck up the drill, but... whatever. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man and Bass. With me, the Mega Frame Man. This level has a lot of giant centipedes. They can hit you. You can't really dodge them, unless you get into ladders, or small crevices. Just don't get in their fucking way. Let them do their fucking job. They're centipedes made to... I don't know what the fuck they're made for. I mean, I guess they're drilling the area, but whatever. If you want to destroy them, Tengu Blade's the way to go. I don't know why I started there. I was saying the right information. The mini-boss of Ground Man stage is a giant centipede. Unlike the little centipedes, don't use your Tengu Blade. Use the remote mines. I don't know why I'm talking like an infomercial right now. But it's pretty cool, so I think I'm going to keep it up a little bit longer. Keep using your remote mines on this motherfucker. Don't let him hit you, even though it's pretty difficult to predict what he's going to do next. I took so long to beat him, because I wanted to try and get him to do this fucking attack, where he spawns little robots. Robot that makes life. Great. Awesome. Cool. Way to advance science there, centipede robot. Ground Man stage is not that difficult. It's pretty long though. Yeah, I don't have any more to say about Ground Man stage. It's pretty average run-of-the-mill stage. As usual, it's easier as Bass than it is as Mega Man. There's this hidden area down here that I go to, but there's no point because there's no CDs in this version of the game. The version of the game that I use to get CDs is the original Super Nintendo version, so I use this ROM in order to understand what everyone's saying during the cutscenes, but, you know, during the CD hunting, I don't care what anyone says, so I'm just using the regular Japanese version. There's 2 paths here. Path number 1 deals with these tiki heads. You destroy one, and the spikes at the bottom rise up little by little. Don't let them rise up all the way to you, obviously, or you will die. Path number 2 is way easier. There's no gimmick to the other path. It's literally just, as you'll see, destroy that one tiki head to unlock a ladder, and I mean, I guess the gimmick here is more sand pits. By the way, those sand pits from earlier, if you let them take you all the way down, then you will die because there's a bottomless pit down there. Those sand stream waterfall things that are falling down on your head kind of make it so you can't jump very high, but that's pretty much it. There isn't that much to Ground Man stage. This last area can be pretty fucking annoying with these stupid little drilling robots. Don't let them destroy all your platforms. Obviously, as Bass, it's not much of a problem. As Mega Man, that could pose very potential death problems for you. What? Death problems? What the fuck? Anyway. Ground Man. It's actually pretty difficult. Not a robot I would go after first, and he's one of the first 3 robots in that grid thing, so don't go after him first. He's not that easy. He's got a few attacks. The first one, he goes up the ceiling, and he will try and drill down at you 3 times before he jumps back down. You can hit him with your buster or with your remote mine. After that, he likes to dig into the ground and try to jump either near you or away from you. If he jumps away from you, it's probably because he's going to use spread drill. If he jumps near you, if he drills and jumps up near you, he's probably going to try to jump into you, so don't let him do any contact damage and don't let him do any spread drill damage. He also sometimes becomes a transformer. He's going to be doing that soon, I hope. I want to show that off. But when he comes to Transformer, he goes back and forth in the stage 3 times before he turns back to normal. You can't hit him when he's in his car mode or truck mode, but You can dodge him, so be sure to dodge him. His weakness is Pirate Man's remote mine. I recommend you use it because, god damn, this boss would take a while if you didn't, as both Mega Man and Base, and because he does so much damage with all his attacks, you really can't afford to fuck up that much during this fight, so be very, very careful. Those spread drills that he shoots out, they can shoot out themselves and become even smaller drills to cover more area, to cover more ground. I believe they can be destroyed by remote mines, but not with your regular buster. So if you have any intentions of destroying them before they get to you, you won't be able to unless you have remote mines. All the more reason to get remote mines. And yeah, that's pretty much it. He's pretty much done after this. Yep, boom. Goodbye, Ground Man. Fuck you. So I said earlier I was done with classes. That's not totally true. I got summer classes, but they're online and there are only 2 of them, so I'm not even taking them at the same time. I'm taking like modules. So module 1 is starting on June 20th and ends in the middle of July, and then the second one starts middle of July and ends August. So, you know, won't be that bad. Won't be that stressful. I'll still have plenty of time to do this. By the way, spread drill is Tango Man's weakness. Tango Man is a bitch to spread drill, by the way. He goes down so fucking fast to spread drill. It's not funny in the slightest. All you gotta do is just jump up, hit him with the big drill, and that's it. You can even drop him down the pit if you want. Doesn't do anything because he can fly, but still, it's pretty satisfying to drop him down that fucking pit that he has dropped me down so many times. So fuck you, Tango Man. Let's move on to the next robot. This is KGN 006, Magic Man. Magic Man. He loves to amaze people with magic and tricks and has recently practiced fortune telling. A good point, he's a hard worker. A bad point, he's a show-off. He likes cheers and dislikes revealing too much, as any magician would, because then you would find out that they're a fraud, and then all your childhood dreams would die and perish along with that, so good on you, Magic Man. Keep the magic alive. I find this stage, unlike Ground Man's, to be a lot fucking easier, which is pretty weird because, again, that grid thing. You don't have to be Ground Man to unlock this stage, but actually, yeah, you do. What am I saying? What the fuck am I saying? Ground Man unlocks Magic Man stage. Astro Man doesn't unlock Magic Man stage. This fucking dumbass moment. But yeah, I found this stage a lot easier than Ground Man's. Again, ironic because Ground Man is the first stage you have to go through in order to unlock this stage. Again, I don't like the grid thing too much. But what do I care? I didn't design this game. I don't get to have a say in how things are after the fact. I'm only talking in hindsight, so whatever. That teddy bear thing that you had to fight as a mini-boss in Mega Man 8 got relegated to nothing more than just a regular enemy in Mega Man and Base. It's funny how the enemies are a lot more difficult in this game, but they're all the exact same enemies from Mega Man 8. Back in Mega Man 8, they were nothing. They posed no threat at all. But here, they are all super dangerous. I can't believe I fucked up twice to get that ladder. Actually, you know what? Let me talk about that a little bit. I really like the aesthetics of Mega Man and Base. I don't know how they managed to port all the assets from the PlayStation Mega Man 8, from the PlayStation Sega Saturn Mega Man 8 game into Mega Man and Base. But it's really impressive however they did it. Because this game really does look pretty close to Mega Man 8. I mean, Mega Man 8 flows a little bit more fluidly than Mega Man and Base. Mega Man and Base has a somewhat downgraded, more pixelated look than the PlayStation, even Sega Saturn version of Mega Man 8. But still, this is pretty fucking close. This is really pretty impressive how they managed to make this game look so close to Mega Man 8. On a system that should technically be considered inferior to the PlayStation, or even the Sega Saturn. Just goes to show, Super Nintendo rocks. Nintendo does what Genesis don't, or Sega don't, I guess, because it's not the Genesis, it's the Sega Saturn. But still, very impressive nonetheless. This is technically the last game, the last official Mega Man game to be made before the big classic era Mega Man drought, where we wouldn't see many classic Mega Man games or anything really at all about classic Mega Man until we got to Mega Man 9. But we'll talk more about that after Magic Man. Magic Man, he's got a couple of attacks. He has the magic ball. Don't shoot that. It unleashes more of those little grabber guys that steal all your bolts. By the way, those little grabber guys steal all your fucking bolts. They're really fucking annoying. They show up later. I'm going to talk about them later. Fuck them. He throws his little bomb out of his hat, which unleashes little birds, similar to what the Centipede did in Ground Man stage. And he also shoots out his magic card. Don't let the magic card hit you. If it hits you, it's going to take away your health, obviously, because it's an attack, but then give it back to him. So, fuck you, Magic Man. Although he's not the worst offender of this getting health back trick. His weakness is Tangle Blade. Don't hit him from a distance, because it won't do the same amount of damage and it won't stun him like hitting him with the Tangle Blade up close. When you hit him up close, he has that little animation where he's kind of looking like he's cut in half. That's when you know you've hit him directly with the Tangle Blade, and that's how you do the most damage with him with Tangle Blade. Don't hit him from a distance, hit him up close and personal. Magic card, by the way, is Astro Man's weakness. But yeah, fuck those little grabber guys. Those little fucking grabber guys steal all your fucking bolts and you don't get them back. It's really fucking annoying because bolts in this game, I didn't mention in part 1, even though I said I was going to. Bolts in this game are not a rare collectible like they were in Mega Man 8, where there were only 40 of them. In Mega Man and Base, they go back to being the currency of the game. And it's really fucking important to have all that currency because shit in the shop is expensive. You're gonna see right now, shit in this shop is really fucking expensive. All the good items cost like 300, 400, 200 bolts. And there's a lot of these fucking items I'd recommend you'd have for the end of the game. And because they all cost so fucking much, you're going to have to grind. There's no two ways around it. Even with the 800 free bolts that we're getting later, which, by the way, we're getting 800 free bolts later, even with all that, you're going to have to grind to get all this shit. There's a lot of fucking shit in here that's really good, but it's all really fucking expensive. By the way, you beat 6 Robot Masters, you unlock the final set of items in Otto's shop, just in time for the last 2 stages, and just in time for the big final castle. Just in time to grind for the big final castle, you know? Anyway, Dynamo Man. KGN-001, Dynamo Man. The power generator in his body is too high to sustain the electric current from leaking out. You'll see that during the boss battle. A good point, he's honest. A bad point, incredulous. He likes pump off. I don't know. He dislikes social intercourse. Oh, he's like me. He doesn't like talking to people in public. Or in any social context, really. Good on you, Dynamo Man. Pump off, you crazy loon. I don't know what pump off means. Could mean anything. Maybe I just told him to jerk himself off or something. I don't know. Probably better not to think about that. But yeah, bolts. You're gonna have to collect a lot of fucking bolts in this game. I say now that I'm more calm. I don't know why I go up here. It's technically a secret area, but I mean, there's nothing up there because the version I'm playing has no CDs in it, so kind of irrelevant. As Mega Man, Ice Wall is going to be your best bet for getting across big areas of spikes. As base, you can use Ice Wall, but you can also buy the ever-helpful Treble Boost ability and just fly your way across, because Treble Boost makes base into a boss, pretty much. Actually, that's a pretty cool thing about playing as base, is that he pretty much plays and acts like a boss character. And that's pretty cool after countless games of playing the hero. It's cool to finally play as a Mega Man boss character and have him act like a Mega Man boss character. Anyway, these things are the mini-boss of Dynamo Man stage. You can destroy them in one of two ways. You can either destroy the little thing that makes the turrets, or you can destroy the turrets themselves. I recommend destroying the turrets themselves. I showed you could destroy those things that make the turrets if you want to, but the turrets themselves take a lot less damage before they die, unlike the giant thing that dispenses turrets. That thing takes forever to destroy. The turrets themselves have a few attacks. They shoot little beams of energy at you, they shoot some goop at you, and they eventually make one giant laser that as base is pretty easy to dodge. As Mega Man, it's pretty almost impossible to dodge unless you have Ice Wall. So, fuck it. Fuck that stupid laser thing. This whole area is dark. Just use the guiding light there. It doesn't hurt you, so don't worry about touching it. Just use that little guiding light to make your way through. And you'll be fine. It takes a little bit for that guiding light to point out the path to you, but once it's pointed out, just follow it and you'll be fine. And this final area is nothing but conveyor belts. The conveyor belts in this stage, the way they work, the longer you stand on them, the faster they get. So don't stand on them too long like I do. Just speed along and keep jumping in order to keep the conveyor belts slow. You're probably thinking to yourself, why wouldn't I want the conveyor belts to go fast? Well, you don't want them to go that fast because then you're not going to have enough time to react to pits or enemies or stuff. So, and there's pretty much no more health from here until the boss, so you're going to want to make sure you don't get hit that much because you want to conserve as much health as possible for this super annoying boss, Dynamo Man. I mean, if you thought Magic Man was annoying with his recovery shenanigans, you ain't seen nothing yet, because Dynamo Man is a fucking bitch when it comes to recovering his health. So he likes to start off by jumping towards you, and then dashing left and right, and then he shoots out these little electric, I'm going to call them frisbees. I don't know they're not frisbees, but I'm going to call them frisbees. Electric frisbees at you. Go ahead and just shoot them, or dash under them, or jump over them. However you dodge them or destroy them, just don't get hit by them too much. Then he has this. These little electric bolts. Oh, those stupid bolts. If they get up in the sky, he becomes invulnerable for a bit, and then shoots lightning bolt at you. Shoots just 3 giant lightning bolts at you, almost impossible to dodge. They do a lot of fucking damage. Don't let him do that. The only way you can stop him from doing that is with his weakness, which is copy vision. Copy vision is his weakness. Not only does it do more damage to him than normal, but it also absorbs those electric ball things. This is the annoying fucking thing about Dynamo Man. Whenever he wants, he can summon that thing that he entered the boss room with and recover his health. He can recover his entire life bar if you're not careful. If you're not fast enough at destroying those things, which as Mega Man, that's a fucking problem, then you're in trouble, because he's gonna recover a lot of fucking health. Now, it's a problem to destroy them as Mega Man, not as Bates, because those fucking things, I don't know what they're called, that thing he entered the boss room with, they don't have an invulnerability at all. Like, they don't have any invincibility frames after you hit them, so Bates can just keep hammering them away with his machine gun, whereas Mega Man is going to have to shoot quite a few times. Not even a fully charged Buster Shot can destroy those things in one go, so you're going to be very, very fucking quick and destroy those things before Dynamo Man recovers too much health again. He can recover his entire health bar if you're not fast enough, and that's fucking annoying. Because eventually you're gonna run out of copy vision. And when you run out of copy vision, he decides to do his lightning bolt attack. He's gonna do that fucking lightning bolt attack. You can't dodge it, and you're gonna die. He also has another attack where he jumps towards one side of the room and unleashes more of those electric balls that home in on you rather than shooting up at the sky for lightning bolt. Just use your copy vision again, because it just homes in on him and not on the, not on you. Just homes in on the copy and not on you. By the way, lightning bolt and copy vision are Cold Man's weaknesses. I don't use copy vision on him. You can try it out though and see if it's actually its weakness or not. But lightning bolt is absolutely his weakness. So go ahead and use that. Stuns him, it's awesome. But yeah, ultimately, that's the whole ultimate point of why bosses are so much more difficult as Mega Man. Invulnerability frames. I didn't really segue into that, but invulnerability frames are the reason why bosses are so much more difficult as Mega Man than Base. Are so much more difficult as Base than Mega Man, because Base doesn't do that much damage with its Buster, and enemies have invulnerability frames, and it's really fucking annoying, and I hate that so much. You have to really upgrade its Base Buster in order to understand how much easier the game is with that. But anyway, before I ramble about that some more, KGN005, last Robot Master I'm going to talk about ever with this thing. That's kind of a shame. Burner Man, a robot created to destroy nature. Fuck him. His wave burner can burn anything around him. A good point, he's faithful. A bad point, he gets jealous. He likes global warming and dislikes self-destruction. He's a dick. Back to my main point, though. Normal enemies don't have invulnerability frames, which is why Base can destroy them so fast and Mega Man can't, because Mega Man shoots slower than Base. Bosses do have invulnerability frames, which is fair for Mega Man, but as Base, who kind of his whole shtick relies around pelting enemies as quick as he can with a machine gun, it's kind of annoying and kind of unfair, and why the bosses are so much more difficult as Base than they are as Mega Man. In most cases, again, that thing that Dynamo Man sends down to recover all his health, easier to destroy as Base than as Mega Man, because that thing doesn't have invincibility frames like the bosses do. So therefore, Mega Man's gonna have more trouble destroying it fast, and Base can destroy it pretty fucking quick. That's what I wanted to say. That's the point. Oh, God. But there are upgrades that make Base's life a lot easier, and don't really make Mega Man's life a lot easier, so Mega Man kind of gets left in the dust, and Base gets some upgrades necessary to make the final castle doable, really. Kind of glossed over the fact, but now I'm done with the bios. There's no more bios I can do. I think I did all of 100 of them, because in the beginning I did the Mega Man and Base bio too, so I think I did all 100 bios. It's kind of sad. There's no more bios. Oh well. I'm sure the Mega Man Wiki can give me some bios on the Robot Masters that come after this. But still. No more bios. Crazy. This fire, by the way, is instant kill. That's bullshit. Those giant tellies shoot down this thing that makes rainforest fire, I guess. This giant fucking fuck you fire. And it kills you in one hit. Don't get hit by that fire. Fucking bullshit. But that's it. Final boss. Burner Man. The guy I avoided fighting because fuck him. Okay, here's how it works. He likes to start by dashing left and right, then he's gonna try to ground pound the floor. Gonna shoot some dynamite at you, some bombs. He's gonna do his wave burner attack that we talked about in his bio. Oh, he's fucking annoying. He also tries to shoot little traps that don't hurt you but immobilize you, leaving you wide open for him to, right there, leaving you wide open for him to hit you. Fuck him. The ice wall itself does some pretty good damage, but the only way you can really damage him significantly is by using the ice wall to push him into the spikes. The only thing about that is, if you don't push him into the spikes on screen, like if you use the ice wall and you push him, but he gets off screen, if the ice wall disappears, he stops being pushed, and he just comes right for you. It's fucking annoying. You have to be with him the entire time, looking at him on screen, in order to push him into the fire, don't push him into spikes, which is really fucking annoying. But don't worry, because the ice wall itself, just contact with the ice wall, is enough to do damage to Burner Man, but not the same significant amount as if you were to push him into the spikes. By the way, believe it or not, Wave Burner is Pirate Man's weakness. I don't know how that works either, but it's pretty powerful. It can actually destroy that bubble that Pirate Man gets into, and it does significant damage into him, so to him. So whatever, does make sense. But I mean, they go so far as to change the animation for Wave Burner underwater, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Just pushing all that water up against Pirate Man is enough to fucking take him out. So yeah, here's the save screen, by the way. And now that we beat all the bosses, we've unlocked all the paths to the hatches. These hatches protect King's Castle, in order to bypass these hatches and gain access to the castle, we have to go in and use all our powers in each of these rooms. Each room requires you to use a specific power. You can't use any power you want to destroy these boxes. But once you use the correct power in the correct room against the correct boxes, you gain 1 Hyperbolt. A Hyperbolt is worth 100 normal bolts. That means you have 100 free normal bolts in the hatches. So sorry, 100 free. You can get up to 800 free normal bolts in the hatches. It's pretty significant. Now, if I were you, and not me, I would spend all the bolts you have before you go into the hatches. Just buy whatever you can with whatever bolts you've collected in the 8 stages so far, and then you go into the hatches, get your 800 free bolts, and buy more stuff with it. I don't do that because I'm stupid and because I don't want to make the game too cheap by buying every single good item, but you should definitely do that, because this final castle is really fucking difficult. As you'll see next time. For now though, let's go ahead and just keep busting open these hatches and keep getting our Hyperbolts. This is Ground Man's room. You're free to leave the hatches at any time, so you can come here as soon as you unlock a path to the hatches and start using your powers in certain rooms if you want. I would recommend until you get all the powers and just come here and do them all at once to get the 800 free bolts all in one go. You don't have to if you don't want to. If you feel like you need bolts immediately and just feel like you need to make some progress, then come in here with 3 or 4 powers and use them and get yourself 300 or 400 free bolts. But again, I would recommend wait until you get all 8 powers and just come in here and do them all at once, because that's the best way of doing it. There's no end to this stage. As soon as you get all the bolts and destroy all the hatches, you can pretty much just stick around here if you want, listen to the music. I don't know why you would. Just take the golden teleporter out of here and you're done. Again, you can leave and come in anytime you want to make some progress here. You don't really have to, but that's pretty much it. Now we've unlocked the path to King's Castle. We have 999 bolts for each character. See you all next time for the finale of Let's Play Mega Man and Bass, where we storm the castle and take down King. See you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.